Hey guys, so as you all know, I've been a big fan of pushing people to invest. That's why this YouTube channel exists, because the heart and the goal of this channel is to teach you and to educate you so that you can invest. However, this is a balancing act in all of the other videos that I created, because as you all know, investing I really believe is for everyone. I really believe that investing is something that is very essential. But there are some people who at this point, at this season of your life, investing may not be for you yet. So if you fall under this category, if you fall under this eight items that on why you should not invest, then maybe you should use this time to learn, build a skill, but not invest yet. So please remember the context of all of this, that everything that I'm saying is under the context of number one, the coronavirus is damaging the whole world. It's not just the Philippine economy, but it's every economy around the world that's battered and hit. That being said, it has cost currently, while this video is being created, majority of retail establishments are closed. So what does that mean? That has a large ripple effect on businesses that are connected to retail. But above and beyond that, the jobs that are not people who are not reporting to work are not making money as well. But if you add also transportation, tourism, and all of the underlying effects to it, then people start, then the ripple effect becomes bigger. As you all know, a lot of the airline carriers, not just in the Philippines but in different countries around the world, have minimized their operations. Have laid off staff. Some have also taken pay cuts to a lot of their employees as well. So you have a lot of retail establishments closed. You have tourism severely damaged, not just in a particular country, but in a lot of countries around the world. Then you have events, concerts, seminars, trainings, weddings, anything that needs a mass congregation, they're all also affected. That being said, as of this point in time in the US, there were 10 million jobs lost over the past 2 weeks alone. And I guess that will continue to get bigger as more and more businesses will remain closed, and as other businesses also become closed, so would start being closed. Please remember that the biggest enemy that we're fighting here is that it's not just anymore a health crisis. If this drags on, you might see that there will be a larger and bigger effect in the economy. That's why I created this 8 reasons on why you should not invest. So if you believe that you are part of this category, please, no matter how tempting it is, because the narrative is people want to come in now because they think the market is cheap, mutual funds are cheap, UITFs are cheap. There are a lot of large cap companies with great growth potentials that are cheap. There are a lot of stocks with attractive dividends that are cheap as well. But please remember that building the right foundation is much better than trying to just be blinded by what you could possibly earn. You need to set your financial house in order. You need to set your foundation right. Without setting your foundation right, then no matter how good the investment is, it will actually collapse. So I keep telling this in a lot of the seminars that I created, that before investing, invest in a goal first, because the goal is more important than the investment itself. So if this is for you and you fit these categories, I really do hope that you take the time to be self-aware on where you are, because as much as I want you to invest and you fall under this category, don't invest yet. Use this time for you to be able to build yourself up financially. Use this time to be able for you to build your skill as well. So number one, you should not be investing when your income is weak, meaning uh, you don't, because of what's happening, maybe your business is 80% operational, 20% operational. You lost half of your clients. A you are a food kiosk, and now you can just only operate via delivery. You used to be working close to the largest the largest and busiest parts of the metro, but because of the lockdown, you don't have any traffic, but because of delivery, because of takeout, you have revenue. Or if you are a freelance person, you're still earning, uh, but a lot of your clients canceled, a lot of your projects also got canceled. So if you think your income is weak, then I highly suggest that you do not invest yet, no matter how good the opportunity is. If you think that you're not getting enough, please remember you have to cover your bases first. You have to place a greater emphasis on being liquid. Being liquid is more important than being profitable. Being liquid right now is more important so that you have money, you have cash that will protect you in whatever is going on right now in the world. So that's number one. When you think your income is weak, when you think that because of what's happening and you can already project it that over the next quarter, over the next 6 months, over the next year, it will not be as rosy, it will not be as attractive, it won't be as good, then you better not be investing yet, even if you have extra, even if you have cash that's disposable. If you think no money's coming in, then you must not be investing. I hope you're getting this. Comment below if you're learning. Comment below if you also like this format. This is me. You're not seeing my face. Podcast style or webinar style as well. So number one, when your income is weak, you should not be investing. Number two, when should you not invest is when you have little savings. So meaning even if you have income, even if your income is virtually unaffected, even though you're earning at almost the same capacity, because I know there are a lot of employees now that are work from home. So the business is still making money, the company is still making money, but above and beyond that, uh, they're still okay. But even if they're okay, they don't have savings or their emergency fund is not enough, or if someone gets sick or if something bad happens, you don't have enough cover. Again, liquidity is more important than than you investing and positioning right now. You need to protect yourself. You need to hedge yourself. Again, it's a different issue if you have a stockpile of cash. It's a different issue that when there's so much fear, but you have so much cash, then by all means. But if you don't have any savings, it's not prudent. It's not wise to put your money into investing. It's not prudent. It's not wise to take as much risk when your bases are not covered yet. So if you already know it, if you think that you said that if you're setting a goal of an emergency fund of 6 months and you're only at the second month, or 1 or 2 months has already been depleted and you don't have any cash, you don't have any more buffer, then you need not to invest as well. Again, there will always be opportunities. People always think that it's only a once in a lifetime opportunity. No, it's not. Opportunities will always come, opportunities will always happen. There will always be another opportunity next time. You will always have another opportunity. That's why if you're missing out on this, you're missing out on the opportunity here. I highly suggest that you take the time to study, you take the time to learn, you take the time to build a skill, you take the time to prepare. The best time for you to prepare for bad times when everything is good, because when everything is bad already, then it's already too late to prepare. Then it's already too late to hedge yourself. Then it's already too late to protect yourself. You need to start to protect yourself when times are bad. You need when times are good. That's where you build a stockpile of cash, so that when times are bad, that's what you use to deploy everything. So again, if you fall under these categories, the eight steps, 8 tips that I'm telling you, that if you fall under this category, you're not supposed to invest. Number one, when your income is weak. Number two, when you have little or no savings. Number three, when your job is not secured. You may have savings right now, you may have a buffer, your income may be steady, but for example, you believe you're in the airline industry and you might be next, or you might be in a fast food chain and you think you might be next. You are in the events industry and you think you might be next as well. Or you are in the photography industry, you may not be the photographer, you're an employee of the photographer, you supply stuff for them. Then you might also be next. So that's what I'm telling you. Even if you have savings, even if you have steady income as of this point in time, but your job is not secure, then it's not prudent for you to invest. It's not better. Again, whatever you're getting extra right here, right now, whatever you're getting extra, set that aside as cash. Make your savings much bigger. Then, by all means, when you think that you're out, when you think you're safe, when you think that there's no more threat that you will lose your job, then by all means, whatever extra that you have, you invest them. Because markets, if there's one thing that I do know, markets will always correct them. Markets will always give you an opportunity also to have an upside. And not all stocks go up at the same time. So why am I saying this? If not all stocks go up at the same time, at a certain point that you already know that there's no more threat to your job, then that's when you start to deploy capital as well. I hope you guys are learning. Again, just to recap, when should you not invest? When income is not when income is weak, when you have little savings. Number three, when your job is not secure. Number four, when should you not invest? Is when you are in debt. So again, even if your income is weak, even if your income is not weak, you have savings and your job is secure. If you're in debt, then you do not save. And this also applies even when the economy is good. So when the economy is good, when you're still in debt, and when I say debt, no, this is this is debt that's not most likely an asset. This is credit card debt. This is a personal loan. This is a consumer loan. These are for items that are high interest. These are for some items that don't give you the potential to make money. So again, if you have a house, you have a condo, and those are assets, those are things that appreciate in value, and you did the study naman that, hey, it would be more prudent, it would be cheaper for me still to buy a house, amortize it, and renting it, then by all means that's okay. And the debt that you're using is allowing you to leverage it to have an asset. But when you're in debt, you have debt to your friends, to your parents, to your relatives, to for a credit card that you're just paying the minimum for your credit card, that uh that you haven't really paid as much over the past few months, and it's incurring 3.5% interest per month. You need to pay that off first. Let me tell you, you have extra money. If your emergency fund is set, for example, you set your emergency fund to 500,000, and then you have an extra 200,000. Leave that 500,000, provided that your job is secure, provided that your income is not weak. The 200,000, instead of putting it in an investment, put that entire 200,000 to pay off your debt. And that's the most important thing. And I keep saying this even in the other videos that I've created, that now if you have items at home that you can sell those items, because those items are just rotting. Those items are not making money for you. Those items are just depreciating. When you sell them and you flip that, and that becomes cash, and you pay off your debt, then instead of it rotting, you suddenly get a new lease in life. You suddenly get a positive, that instead of you money getting out from you because you are in debt, now suddenly the debt that you have becomes smaller and lower as well. I hope you guys are getting this. I hope you're learning. Again, when should you not invest? Number one, when your income is weak. Number two, when you have little savings. Number three, when your job is not secure. Number four, when you are in debt. Number five, when should you not invest? When you cannot take the volatility. At the end of the day, even if the market is relatively lower, if you feel that when you buy now and it drops to another level, it drops to a certain percent, no matter how cheap it is, no matter if you don't have debt, no matter if you have an emergency fund, no matter if your job is secure, no matter if you have extra cash but you cannot take it, then better not invest. You only have to invest an amount of money that if there's volatility, you're okay. If there's volatility, you'll survive. If there's volatility, you can't sleep well at night. Please remember this, and I've said this in all of my books, that investments should add value to you. Investments should add to you, not take to you. So if you cannot sleep because of your investments, then that means you're exposing yourself to an amount of money that you're not supposed to expose, that you're exposing yourself to an amount of money that, hey, shouldn't be there. So even if it's sobra na pera that you don't plan to touch for a very, 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 very long time, if you cannot take the volatility, if it drops 5%, 10%, 20%, 25%, regardless of the percentage, if you become fearful, if you become scared, if you panic, if you cannot go on with your day because of it, if you become a bad person, you become so grumpy because of the volatility, then maybe you should not be investing into it as well, or you should at least lessen your exposure to an amount of money that you can actually take. So that's number five. Number six is when you become emotional. When I say you become emotional, is the decisions that you're making when you're doing the trade or when you're doing the investment is purely based on uh, either excitement, either greed that you want to earn more, or you're selling also because of fear. So if you investing, if your investing side is still predominantly emotional, meaning you decide based on emotions, you decide because you feel like it, you buy because you feel like it, you buy because you think that it's based on your emotion, it's a good day to invest, then you should not be investing. I repeat, if you are still deciding based on your emotion, then you should not be investing yet, no matter if it's extra money, no matter if you can take the volatility, no matter if your job is secure, no matter if you have an emergency fund, no matter if your income is untouched. If you are still deciding things based on emotion, then you should not invest. That's why it's very, very important that you build the skill right now during lockdown, that you start with a very, very small amount. That's why I said it earlier. And here's what's so interesting. When you start with a very, very small amount, it allows you to take the exposure, it allows you to take the volatility, it allows you to become less emotional, because we become emotional, we become scared of the volatility because of the amount of money that we're putting is something that we cannot tolerate as well. I hope you guys are learning. We're number 6 already. We're the 15-minute mark. I hope that you guys are staying up until this time. If you do, I hope you get something from number 7 and number 8 as well. For number 7, do not invest when you do not know what you are getting into. And this is the biggest problem of a lot of people. I get so many messages saying that gusto ko na mag-invest sa stock market, ano magandang bilhin. If you do not know what stocks that you're supposed to buy, if you cannot answer what stock you will buy, what price, what's the trigger, is it fundamental, are you buying because of valuations, are you buying because of growth, are you buying because you check the liquidity ratios, you check the debt ratios, are you buying because you saw the EPS has been growing steadily, are you buying because when you look at the valuation ratios, they look very, very cheap, or if you're a technical trader or investor, you're buying because there's a reversal into an uptrend, you're buying because it bounced from support, you're buying because uh, moving averages are telling you to buy, you're buying because price and momentum indicators are telling you to buy. Unless you have defined what signals are causing you to buy, then you're not supposed to be investing yet. And above and beyond knowing the signals that are causing you to buy, it's also knowing the signals that are causing you to sell. If you don't know the signals that are causing you to sell yet, and here's the thing, and for those who are investing, they know this already, that it's easy to buy since everything is just a click of a button. Everything is just you pressing buy the number of shares that you want, your password, and you're done. It's so easy to buy. It's so easy to invest. It's so easy to commit. It's so easy to do it. However, alam mo yun, uh, because it's so easy, getting out is also hard. Getting out is also you following your plan. Getting out is you sticking to your guns. Getting out is you following the plan that you set even before you buy. And I keep saying this in all of the videos, in all of the seminars, in all of the books. Before you make a buy signal, you should already know when to sell. You should already know where to sell. You should already have defined those rules before you even play. It's like chess. Before you even play chess, you already know the rules, you already know what you're supposed to do. Unless you define that, then you're not supposed to invest. I highly suggest that you take the time. That's why I may sound like a broken record telling you to to spend the time to learn. I may sound like a broken record telling you to build your skill, build your experience, do your due diligence, because it's real, it's true. That's the only way for you to be able to learn. That's the only way for you to be able to maximize and build your skill as well. Number 8, by the way, quick recap before that. When should you not invest? Number 1, when your income is weak. Number 2, when you have little savings. Number 3, when your job is not secure. Number 4, when you are in debt. Number 5, when you can't take the volatility. Number 6, when you are emotional. Number 7, when you don't know what you're getting into. Before I go to number 8, I just want to say that, guys, super appreciated if you could subscribe to my channel. I forgot to introduce myself. I always forget that. My name is Marvin Germo, especially if you're new to this. I'm a stock market trader and investor. I've been investing for over a decade now. And the goal and the heart of this channel, this YouTube channel, is just basically to give you the right insights and the right information for you to be able to trade and to invest. And while we are at the lockdown, I really, 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 really hope that you go to my lockdown learning playlist and you take the time to be able to learn. We have different people sharing their stories: Gabe or Altina Baltazar, Christian Bautista, Efren Cruz, Yas Neri, Rex Mendoza. different people, Josiah Go, Champagne Morales, different people sharing their expertise, sharing their passions with one goal in mind, so that you guys be financially free, because that's the goal, that's the heart of all of this. And I super appreciate it if you've been uh, coming back to my channel over and over and over, to subscribe and hit the bell so you get updated. By the way, guys, I have two channels already. One, my second channel is in the description below. It's a investing infographic cartoon for those who want to learn via infographics. That channel is for you as well. And for those who want to learn my books, learn from my books, I have 5 books, all available by the links in the description below. You can order them wherever you are in the world, in the Philippines, in the world. Shopee for the Philippines, via another route if you want to order it and you're from a different part of the world. And for those who said that they want to learn this lockdown via course, I have a stock market course. It's called Stock Market for Everyone with Chinkee Tan. The link is down below. It's a Tagalog online course for those who want to learn English style business slash entrepreneurship slash investing. This is a collaboration with Sean Si. It's called Make Money, Grow Money. Link is also in the description below for those who want to sign up, for those who want to register for the session as well. So, number 8 is this: do not invest if you're just seeing everyone invest, if your friends are pressuring you to invest, if you're being pressured that they're saying, oh, this investment ngayon lang to, if you don't get this today, wala na, you're not gonna get it anymore, or this, you're isa na lang yung slot, dalawa na lang yung slot, if you don't get this, wala na yung opportunity na yan. If you're feeling pressured to invest, if it doesn't feel right, if you're being rushed, then you should not be taking that investment, regardless if there's a good economy or a bad economy. Do not, you want to take your time when you're investing. You want to take your time to be able to marinate the information. You want to take the time in order for you to be able to check the pros and the cons, if this is something that fits you or not. Because sometimes when we get so hyped up in the moment, and this is regardless of what investment. This could be the stock market, this could be the real estate market, this could be a business that's being offered to you, this could be you wanting to buy a house. Anytime that you are going to purchase something that's an amount that's, you'd really feel it's very very big, I highly suggest that you take the time, you pause. You do not want to decide when you're pressured. You do not want to decide when you're feeling coerced, not naman coerced, but when you feel that you need to make a decision right away. Please remember, and I keep saying this all the time, when people would always say this investment only happens in this minute that you have to decide right now, then you just walk away. You walk away. Better that you have the time to decide, and you have to look at the numbers very very well, because that's the most important thing. Better make a decision that you studied. And here's the thing, there's a chance that it will also be wrong, eh. But better make a decision that you studied, kasi buo loob mo, and kung magkamali ka, you will learn from it, and then you'll do better on your next investment. And those are the learnings that I've seen. The reason why I'm saying this over and over to you, because I've made mistakes, eh. The reasons why I lost money also in the past was when I rushed things. I decided too quickly. I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't study so well, and that lost me money. If and just to my regret, that if I only took the time to study, if I only took the time to analyze it, if I only took the time for me to be able to somehow, some way, just know what I was getting into, I would have either avoided it, I would have either lessened my exposure, or I would not have lost money after all. And the reason why I'm doing this channel is that I hope that my mistakes don't become your mistakes, that you don't have to do the same mistakes that I've done in the past. And the reason why this channel exists, so that the mistakes that I've made is something that you can learn from, that you learn from my mistakes, that you guys do better. For those who are watching that are younger than me, you don't have to go through the mistakes that I made. For those who are younger than me, I really do hope that you guys do better than me. When you guys hit 36, 37 years old, that you guys will do massively better. I want to see more multimillionaires that are younger than me, that this generation of investors will be better, because you're well equipped, you there's so much resources at your hand, you have better acumen, and that's how you win. So I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. This topic is when you should not invest. Number one, when income is weak. Number two, when you have little savings. Number three, when your job is not secure. Number four, when you are in debt. Number five, when you can't take the volatility. Number six, when you're getting emotional. Number seven, when you don't know what you're getting into. Number eight, when you are getting pressured. So I hope you guys got a lot from all of this, and I hope that you guys get to subscribe to my channel as well. So Marvin Germo, comment below if you stayed up until the 25-minute mark. I hope you guys got a lot from all of this, and I just really hope that this video pushes you and nudges you to invest. And I really do hope to see more and more Filipinos to be financially free. And I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.